I'm a real Sézane connoisseuse, and this is what I would buy if I were to start my Sézane wardrobe again in 2025. Salut les filles, my name is Lydia. I've lived in France for years, and on this channel we talk about French fashion with intention, and especially for mid-size people, and obviously French style tips and French beauty. If this is interesting to you, consider subscribing to the channel. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that it's no secret that I miss the old Sézane styles, and that I think that since the brand has had external investments, it's changed its artistic direction and it has become less feminine and less Parisian looking. Nevertheless, I still think Sézane is the best value for money brand out there, and it has a lot to offer in terms of quality and styles for a very competitive price. So here are my picks category by category, and bear in mind that if any categories are missing, it means that in my opinion they have nothing interesting for the price at the moment. So if I were to start over my Sézane wardrobe in fall 2025, the first category I would look at is definitely knits. Speaking about knits, this is the category that Sézane is the strongest in, and it is what brought me to the brand years and years ago. My criteria for the selection were versatility, composition, and choice of color. That being said, you know I miss the old Sézane knits with patterns and florals like Salvador, Alban, and you will notice that in my selection there aren't any knits with patterns, but that unfortunately reflects the artistic direction of the brand at the moment. So let's start off with what I'm wearing today. This is my oldest Sézane jumper, and it is the GASPARD. This is undoubtedly one of the best sellers of the brand. The GASPARD cardigan is described as a soft touch jumper. Might I add that it's thick enough to warm up, but it's thin enough not to make your silhouette look bulky. So this is for me one of the strongest points of this jumper. And it has a round neckline, pearl effect buttons, and you can wear it as a jumper with the opening on the back, or as a cardigan with the opening on the front, and it's a beaded rib knit. Its composition has 37% super kid mohair, 37% baby alpaca, and 26% polyamide, of which 22% are recycled or is recycled polyamide, and it's made in Italy. I have a collection of GASPARD, and as I said, this is the first one. I got it in 2020, so 5 years ago, and as you can see, it has no considerable pilling anywhere. I really love it. I really love that the buttons are reinforced, as you can see. And speaking about the buttons though, I have to point out that they changed over time. So these are the old GASPARD buttons, really pearl-like, and might I say that I miss them, and let me show you the new ones. And these are the new ones. As you can see, they are flat buttons, so they are cutting costs somewhere. And as I said, the brand is definitely changing a little bit, but the main qualities of this cardigan slash jumper remain there, and for me this is the best value for the money because it retails for 100 euros and it's super versatile. This is hands down my most worn cardigan. The second cardigan that I would buy is definitely the berry cardigan, and this is a little bit like the GASPARD cousin or sister because it's basically the same cardigan jumper, and it's only the neckline that changes. It's a V-neck. Well, actually the buttons change as well. The buttons are in fact tone on tone and metallic, I think. I do have to point out that in the past years they had an amazing selection of colors for these two cardigans, especially for the GASPARD, and that nowadays they have trimmed down the color selection unless they prove me wrong, and tomorrow they release a knitwear collection where they have a lot of beautiful and fun colors of GASPARD and berry. But at the moment they're kind of playing it safe. By the way, everything I'm talking about and everything I'm wearing, except for the pieces that are discontinued like this blouse, are linked in the description down below. Next up is the beaded cardigan. Again, I think this style is definitely one of the best sellers of the brand, and it's described as a short merino wool cardigan with long sleeves. It has chest pockets, real pockets that you can use, and it's very similar to a tweed blazer or jacket in the cut. It has a shirt collar and it's made of 100% merino wool and it's made in China. It can be personalized or customized. You can write your names, your initials, or a word, for example. And I think this is where they get a little bit more creative, because some of these Betty cardigans have different styles of buttons. Some have two colors in the same cardigan, and some others have the pockets and the collar with some embroidery. Overall, I really love this style. I have two Bettys, both with precious metal gold buttons. It's really great and versatile as a style. So it's thick enough to warm up, but thin enough not to bulk up your silhouette. And it's one of those styles that you won't find itchy, even if you have the most sensitive skin. Next up, and the last one of this category, is a new style. This is the J jumper. This is described as a short baby alpaca sweater with slightly balloon long sleeves, a round neckline, and the bottom of the body is adjustable with a tie. So basically it can be worn in two ways. It comes in three wonderful colors, and it's made of 68% baby alpaca, 30% polyamide, 2% elastane, and 29% is recycled polyamide, and it's made in Romania. I love when styles are multitasking. I love in general multitasking products, and this has stolen my heart, and especially the colors that it comes in. I think that finally we have these colors that we had once in the GASPARD cardigan. So I'm actually waiting for the green one to come in my latest haul, and stay tuned, subscribe, because you will see it reviewed very soon. Let's move on to the second category, which is tops. There are very few tops from Sézane that actually steal my heart, and that's mainly because I think most of them are not big bust friendly, and I have a very big bust. But nevertheless, all of them are fabulous, like really fabulous. They are very strong in this category. And I must admit that no one, and I really mean no one, does lace like Sézane. So here are my picks. Firstly, we have the ELWOOD blouse. I'm also waiting for this one in the mail, so stay tuned. And this is described as a long sleeve stretch lace blouse with a real lace made of cotton. Well, actually I'm adding this real lace made of cotton, which is very rare nowadays. Most lace is made in synthetics. It has a close fitting and a crew neck. It is unlined. So for my fellows big bust girls, you have to wear something underneath. I mean, it's up to you. You can do whatever you want. You can just have your bra, but I personally will definitely wear a tank top underneath. It's made of 60% organic cotton, 26% polyamide, and 8% elastane, and it's made in Bulgaria. The reason why I chose this, even though the neckline is very high, and normally that's not something you would do for a big bust, is that it's tight fitting at least. And I see this style as very nice underneath thicker jumpers or blazers, but also for night outs. So I definitely want to have it in my collection and think it's worth it. And the second style is a Jessie blouse. So Sézane discontinued their silk blouses like this one, and they mainly focus on blouses that have a higher neck. And as I said, that's not my favorite thing to do. So the next best thing, in my opinion, is this, which is described as a long sleeve lace blouse with classic button cuffs, button fastening back slit, and it is once again unlined, but here you can wear something or cannot wear something underneath because it's more closed and you really don't see the underwear underneath. It's made of 88% organic cotton, 12% polyester, and it's 100% cotton, and it's made in Morocco. Now, I skipped some categories because a lot of the styles are oversized, too long, too short. They're just not compatible with what I am or my body at the moment. And I'm going straight to the bottoms. And here again, Sézane has discontinued most of my favorite styles, so I'm giving you options, the options that I would buy at the moment. There are very few in terms of pants, but there are more in terms of skirts. So let me start. The first pair of pants or denim that I would buy from Sézane in 2025 is the Le Flair jeans and also pants. The pants have a leopard print. They are described as 5-pocket high-waisted crop jeans, well, the jeans, while Well, actually the leopard print pants seem to be ankle length, so a little bit longer. So it's a 7/8 length for the denim and an ankle length for the pants, as I said. They have a flared leg. They have a zip plywood button at waistband, and they're made of 99% organic cotton and 1% elastane for the denim, and the pants are made in corduroy. And they are both made in Portugal. I really love this style. I think it's what fits the best with mid-sized bodies. It's nothing too oversized or nothing too wide leg that tend to bulk up your figure, but rather highlights the best parts. So I would definitely get that. But next up is the LAURE skirt. This is a short printed asymmetric skirt with front decorative button, a size zip fastening, and it's made of 98% organic cotton, organic textile, and 2% elastane. It's also lined in 100% viscose. I have this coming in the mail as well, and I have great expectations for it, to be honest, because it looks just so pretty, and I've been dying to incorporate leopard print more in my wardrobe, but without exceeding. And I just think a skirt would be the right piece because it's just the right amount of leopard. Next up is the HARLOW skirt, which you have seen me review in this video right here. And it's a skirt I love and owned since 2 years, I think now. It's described as a soft lambskin skirt with a back zipper closure, a straight cut, and a full lining. It's made in 100% lamb leather, and the lining is viscose. And once again, it's made in India. I think all of their leatherware pieces are made in India, and I just find a leather skirt to be such a staple in somebody's wardrobe, and I think Sézane does these leather skirts that are timeless classics. They have a very good price. And next up is the NELI skirt, which is another leather skirt. I have it in black as well, and they released it in burgundy as well, which is always sold out, and I've been dying to get my hands on. But this is a little bit different from the HARLOW skirt. So it has the same composition, but it's a short, smooth leather skirt with an A-line cut, high-waisted. It has a front middle cutout and an invisible zipper in the middle back. And again, it's lined and has all that good stuff. And I think this cut is actually so ideal for mid-sized bodies and for hourglass bodies, and in general for those of you who have a little bit of wider hips, because it just shapes the silhouette so perfectly and brings forward the legs in a completely different way. These were my picks. Give the video a thumbs up because I'm sure you found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe. Ciao!